The Kardashians are shutting down all of their Dash stores.
Niall Horan gets candid about his secret battle with OCD.
And Camila Cabello freaks out after going platinum.
All that and more on today's rundown.
This episode is brought to you by Invisalign Treatment. Get straight teeth 2 times faster.
Hey you guys, welcome back to DHR. So our girl Taylor Swift just returned to her country roots in a brand new collab with Sugarland.
Yeah, but we gotta start this show off with something that literally everyone is talking about this Friday. It is Ariana Grande's new music video for No More Tears Left to Cry. As we all know, Ariana's been lying low since the tragedy that struck her Dangerous Woman tour on May 22nd in 2017 when a terrorist detonated a bomb at the Manchester Arena on the night of her concert. The following month, Ariana led the One Love Manchester concert with the proceeds from the event benefiting the victims of the attack. Understandably, Ariana needed a lot of time to regroup after that horrible loss of life taken at her concert, but just last night, she made her return with an incredible new single, and while some fans assumed that it would be a slow ballad tribute to the victims, it actually was more of an up-tempo song about picking up the pieces when you fall on hard times. Like the song, the video is equally as interesting and beautiful. Throughout the video, Ariana is seen dancing along the side of skyscrapers and wearing gorgeous floor-length gowns, but as incredible as the dreamy video is, our favorite part was at the very end when a worker bee flew across the screen.
Picking it up, loving, I'm living, so we turn it up. Yeah, we turning it up.
Now, for those of you who don't know, the worker bee is one of the most well-known symbols of Manchester, further proving that this song was dedicated to the victims of the tragedy that occurred at her concert last year. And I had mixed feelings about this song / video. I really love the song. I like the video too. I think it's great. I was like a lot of her fans though, expecting more of a slow ballad. So when it was more of an upbeat kind of, not dance, it was kind of like a dance track actually. I was kind of disappointed in a way because I was like, oh, it's her first song after the Manchester event. I really wished it was more of like, I don't know, some sort of like ballad anthem track. But after I thought about it for a while, I was like, you know what? I think this is the perfect song because with what Ariana went through a year ago, I'm sure she's really come through a lot of stuff. And I think one of the most important takeaways from what happened was that we will not be silenced by terrorists. And I think this was her way of going, you know what? I'm not gonna cry about this anymore because we're gonna unite stronger than before. So I had a kind of a change of heart this morning as I kind of watched it over and over again and really thought it through. But there are some really positive, inspirational, uplifting messages in this song too, even though it has kind of an upbeat tempo.
Yeah, I actually had a very similar reaction as you did. When I was watching the video, I also was expecting a slow ballad, and then all of a sudden she started moving. In that one room, she's like walking on top of the ceiling and like picking up, and I'm like, oh, what's happening? And it did throw me off, but I do think it is an overall very positive message because you can't let those bad times keep you down. You have to keep moving and you have to keep your spirits lifted. So I think this is just what we needed at this time. I think we did need something uplifting and I'm here for it. Niall Horan just got super candid about his battle with obsessive compulsive disorder, which none of us knew about it, and I think we're all surprised how open he was. Back in 2016, a fan questioned how Niall Horan was always able to stay so organized, and he responded by saying, quote, "It's called OCD, haha." Everyone basically wrote this off as a joke, but as it turns out, Niall has actually battled with OCD for years. He opened up to a German children's magazine about his diagnosis and explained, quote, "I have mild obsessive compulsive disorder, that's what doctors call it. That is, I feel like I have to do things in a certain way. For example, if I have a burger with chips on my plate, I always have to eat the chips first and only pick up the burger at the very end." Niall also has some self-proclaimed tics, including a ritual he does before he goes on stage. He explained, quote, "I have one fixed sequence. I always have to sing in the same order, move, and so on, and I'll basically do everything immediately, otherwise I'll get nervous quickly. That's why in school I learned to start studying for tests very early, otherwise I'd be afraid of the pressure. While his tics caused him to have a hard time relating to his classmates when he was growing up, he now accepts them for what they are, saying, quote, "I live with them and they're mine no matter what others think about it. I'm just like, what the hell? Fortunately, I now have enough people around me who understand me." I love that he was able to be so candid about this because there are so many people battling OCD, so to hear a celebrity on such a big platform talk about their struggles with it and what they've been going through for years, I think is so helpful to people going through it now.
Yeah.
And feeling less like it's not normal because so many people are going through this. So I love that, one, we didn't really know about this until now. This was news to me. And two, just how he was so honest. I really appreciate his honesty.
Yeah, I feel like OCD is something that people joke about, you know, and that's whatever, but like you never hear someone who seriously comes out and talks about their struggles with it. And I also think a lot of people are going through they have OCD and they're going through it, but they don't know it. I had OCD when I was in college. I had like a counting disorder that I didn't even know was happening. I was just like naturally doing it until like a year or so later, I was starting to get headaches because I was like focusing on this counting disorder that I had, like this desire to count letters and stuff.
Yeah.
To the point where I was like, I think something's wrong, but it took me a long time to figure it out. So good for him for like speaking out so that people can start like noticing if they have this disorder, or you know, just as fans who do have it who are struggling, at least they have someone now to look up to.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, in huge news, Camila Cabello just went platinum. It was revealed yesterday online that Camila's debut album, called Camila, was certified platinum in the US. That means 100 million of us bought her album. For Camila, the certification is really just a justification of this killer album, and for her record label, this means a lot of financial success. Naturally, Camila totally freaked out. She reacted to this status on Instagram, posting a photo of the certification and wrote, "Never in a million years did I think this would happen right now, and I'm not just saying that. I never expected this. Making this album changed my life, and it means so much to me that you guys love it." And she didn't stop there. She also hopped over on Twitter and paired her disbelief with some humor, saying, "I can't believe my album just went platinum. Is everyone in on this prank that Ashton Kutcher is playing on me? Am I being punked? This does not feel real." I wish I could say I am surprised by this news, especially considering she broke off from Fifth Harmony just not even a year ago, I guess, maybe a year ago now, but she broke off from Fifth Harmony. A lot of us weren't sure what route she was gonna take with her music, but once we started hearing songs like Havana, all of us here at Clevver were like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be a huge star. Like, look out, Jennifer Lopez. Camila Cabello is coming for your career. She's sexy, she's gorgeous, she's talented, she's genuine, and her album legitimately plays in my car every single day. It's one of my favorite albums of the last couple of years. So I'm so happy for her.
Me too, and this is so big for being her debut album. Can you believe it? And this only like makes me wonder what's gonna come in the future. Like, if this is coming after her debut album, what is the next album going to look like? I'm just so excited for her. I think so many good things are coming her way, and just congratulations, Camila.
Yeah, pop some bottles. Maybe not. I don't know if she's old enough to
Is
drink.
she 21?
No, but do like some sparkling grape juice.
Cider.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift made her return to country music with a brand new single, and it's out now. So Sugarland just dropped a brand new single featuring our girl Tay. The new single is called Babe, and it was dropped on Thursday night. Taylor co-wrote the song with Pat Monahan from Train, and we have to say, it's really good, so prepare to have it stuck in your head all day.
This is the last time I'll ever call you babe. This is the last time. This is the last time. This is the last time I'll ever call you babe.
It turns out Taylor has actually had this song in her back pocket for quite some time.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the nice things you've been saying about Babe. It's a song that I wrote with Pat Monahan when I was making the Red album. And I'm so happy that it gets its own life. I'm so happy that Sugarland wanted to record it and has done such a great job with it. And I'm so stoked to be able to sing on it too. So just wanted to say thanks, and 18 days till tour, and I can't wait to see you.
Originally, it was slated to come out 6 years ago for her album Red, which is quite a coincidence because fans picked up on that the second this song dropped and have been comparing the two on social media. Taylor herself actually presented the song to Sugarland, and they quickly said yes to the collaboration offer. Jennifer Nettles, who is one of the lead singers of Sugarland, opened up about how the collaboration with Taylor came about, saying, quote, "We have obviously known each other for many years. She was excited we were getting back together and reached out and said, hey, I have a song, want to sing it? So we said yes."
I wish Taylor Swift would just call me and be like, I have a song, do you want to sing it?
Yeah, right? I mean, like, she just like send me a DM on Instagram? I love that. This song is so good. It's been honestly stuck in my head since I heard it. When I first listened to it, I was hoping for a little more Taylor because she kind of just has her vocals in the background of the chorus and here and there. But then when I found out she wrote the song, I was like, oh, I get it now. And being a huge fan of her album Red, I completely understand where this comparison is coming from. It does sound a lot like her sound from that era.
I agree.
And I'm into it.
Yeah. I feel like she wrote Better Man for Lady Antebellum. Was it
Little
right?
Big Town.
Little Big Town, that's what it was. And I didn't know that she had written that song, and that was one of my favorite songs of the year. I was like, this is such a good song. And then I found out it was Taylor, and I was like, oh my gosh. You forget that Taylor started as a country songwriter. And when she is in that lane and she is writing country music or country pop crossover, it is just like, she is the queen of that. And I secretly, I mean, I liked Reputation a lot, some songs more than others, but I secretly would love to get another Taylor country pop crossover album. I don't know if we'll ever get it, but secretly deep down, that's what I'm praying for. Okay, in some surprising news today, the Kardashians Store Dash, they're closing all of their locations. It is no secret that Kim, Khloe, and Kourtney Kardashian are all business moguls who are really experts at creating the perfect brand. The sisters have been responsible for some of the biggest business ideas like Kardashian Collection, KKW Beauty, and of course their solo successful apps. But the one company that started it all was Dash. So Dash was a boutique, in case you didn't know, a boutique clothing and accessory chain. It was founded in 2006 by the sisters, and it is what originally kind of kicked off their careers. Yes, Dash was opened before the Kar-Jenner family was followed by dozens of cameras 24/7 for keeping up with the Kardashians, and it's actually one of the reasons why the girls were on board with starring on a reality show. So at first, they hoped that keeping up the Kardashians would give their store more exposure, and their hopes definitely came true. In 2009, a second location opened in Miami. In 2010, the trio opened a third location in New York. And in 2014, they opened another one in New York, and it got its own show actually called Kourtney and Khloe Take the Hamptons, all based around the Dash store. Obviously, the stores have grown more successful over the years, and it even got its own show titled Dash Dolls at one point that followed the lives of Dash employees. But after 12 years of this, the girls have decided to shut the doors. Yesterday, Kim made the announcement on her app and tweeted out saying, bittersweet after an amazing 12 years. In her statement, she also said, we loved running Dash, but in the last few years, we've all grown up so much individually. We've been busy running our own brands as well as being moms and balancing work with our families. We know in our hearts that it's time to move on. I think this is a smart business move based on the fact that all of these girls, I literally wonder when they sleep. Like, how do they have downtime? Because I feel like I'm always seeing them on a red carpet somewhere, creating beauty stuff, running companies. I feel like this is a smart move, especially considering that retail stores are kind of like not doing super well right now. So I think this is smart. I mean, I went to the Dash store one time in Los Angeles, and I felt like it was a good store, but I don't think it stands out amongst all of the other options that are out there.
Yeah, also, when we were doing this story, for a second I'd forgotten about Dash, just because they have so much else going on right now that it's almost just like an afterthought. I mean, on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, we'll sometimes hear about Dash, but in the very beginning, we heard about that store all the time, but now they have so many other businesses that they're working on.
Yeah.
So I completely understand. This was bound to happen with all the success they're having in other businesses and other areas of their life, especially being mothers. They're busy. It's a lot of work on top of everything else to run this retail store.
Yeah, I'm exhausted just getting myself dressed every day, much less like having a store to dress other people. Okay guys, let's weigh in the comments. I am super curious to get your thoughts on this. Ariana Grande's new music video, was it what you expected? Did you like it? Let us know in the comments.
And I gotta know, what are you guys thinking about this new song that Taylor did with Sugarland called Babe? Are you loving it? Are you not that into it? Let us know.
All right, you guys, that's it for this episode. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Click left for Liam Payne confirming a One Direction reunion.
And thanks again to Invisalign Treatment for sponsoring this episode. Click the link in the description below to check out the Invisalign Smile Quiz.